Hey guys, Mahal everyone, 40 the Broadway Saiyan here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This time I'm bringing you guys a video on Pokemon Masters. In this video, I'm going to be doing something called a sync pair analysis, which is probably going to be a series that I'm going to be starting on my YouTube channel when it comes to Pokemon Masters. This particular sync pair analysis is actually going to be covering a sync pair that we're going to be receiving soon in Pokemon Masters, which is going to be Kanto's OG Pokemon Trainer Blue. Now we know that Blue is going to be coming out soon because on the official Pokemon Masters YouTube, they released a video letting us know about upcoming events to celebrate the recent launch for Pokemon Masters, and one of those trainers is going to be Trainer Blue. Now for those of you who are unfamiliar with who he is one of the OG trainers back during Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow. He is Pokemon Trainer Red's rival, one of the original Indigo League champions who later on becomes Viridian City gym leader. So that is a little bit of the backstory about this particular Pokemon trainer, and his sync pair partner in Pokemon Masters is going to be Pidgeot, none other than his leading Pokemon that he generally starts off with. Usually when you battle him, he usually starts off with Pidgeot, so in this game, that is going to be his sync pair partner. So without further ado, we're going to go over the details about the sync pair, and then afterwards kind of give you my overview and analysis about how I feel about this sync pair, how he compares to some other sync pairs that are similar to him, and then what kind of team comps or what kind of other sync pairs you could use to run and complement the way that he functions. So Blue is going to be a base rarity or potential of 5 stars, so this is going to be a 5-star base sync pair. He is a flying type with a weakness to rock. His sync pair role is going to be strike, focusing on special attacks. His statistics at level 100 is as follows. HP is going to be 465 across the board for both the base and the Mega Evolved version of his Pidgeot. Attack is going to remain the same at 118. Same with defense at 146. However, base for Pidgeot is 336 special attack, with 403 being his special attack when he goes to Mega Pidgeot, and then his speed at Pidgeot is at 268, and then when it Mega Evolves, it jumps up to 322. So as you can see right there, the statistics are generally focused on being offensively with his special attack. Now the passives that this sync pair can learn is Acuity, so his accuracy cannot be lowered, which is amazing, and then afterwards, Haste. Speed cannot be lowered, which is amazing as well, because as we know, Blue, with a type of Pokemon trainer that he is very offensive, and because he is of the strike role, having that speed not able to be lowered is very, very important. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the moves that Blue is going to be coming to us with. The first one being Air Slash, which is a flying type special attack. Its power is at 45. However, I believe it's at 54 if it is going to be hitting a target with weakness. Its accuracy is at 95%. This is a single target attack, with the cost being at 2 move gauge bars. The effects of this ability is that it has a moderate chance to flinch. Now, as the second ability that Pidgeot and Blue will have is going to be Air Cutter. This is going to be a flying type special attack with a power at 43, and I believe if you're hitting the weakness, it jumps up to 51. It has accuracy 95. It is an AoE attack hitting all opposing sync pairs with a 2 move gauge cost, and then the effects of Air Cutter is that critical hits land more easily. Now, when he evolves into Mega Pidgeot after you use his sync move, it's going to be replacing Air Slash with Hurricane. So Hurricane is a flying type special attack. It requires you to be at Mega Pidgeot evolution. It replaces Air Slash. It has an accuracy of 70%. However, that power is quite amazing. 126 and then 151 if you're hitting weakness. It is a single target attack with a cost of 3 move gauge bars. However, the effects of this ability is that it never misses under rainy weather and has a moderate chance to confuse the target, which is very powerful. And finally, his sync move with Pidgeot is going to be World Swallowing Hurricane, which is a flying type special attack, 160 power, 192 when you're hitting weakness. It is a single target attack, and what this does is it evolves Pidgeot to Mega Pidgeot. Finally, we're going to take a look at the trainer moves that the sync pair offers us. So Blue has access to X special attack, which is going to be sharply raising his special attack as well as targeting himself with 2 uses, and then he has Smell You Later, which you could learn later on. It raises his evasiveness, accuracy, and critical hit rate, targets himself, and has 2 uses. So as you can see right there with what we know about Blue, he is highly offensive on the special side. So he shares a lot of similarities to Karen. So Karen is our current other 5-star base strike special sync pair, and she has a lot of similarities to Blue. So she has an AoE attack, just like Blue does. She also has a single target attack, just like Blue does, and then when she Mega Evolves, it changes that single target attack into a more powerful single target attack, with being able to keep that AoE move to be able to deal AoE damage to opposing sync pairs. So they have a lot of similarities there, but however, let's go ahead and jump right into the game and actually compare Blue and Karen. So we're gonna go ahead and compare here. Let's go ahead and click on Karen. All right, so we have our Houndoom, and then we're gonna actually compare the base stats for both Houndoom and Pidgeot. So Karen has 306 special attack at level 100 with Houndoom. Now Blue has 336. So in terms of special attack, Blue wins that category. However, we could see right here that Karen is a little bit faster at 288, where Blue's only at 268. So there's a 20-point difference in speed there. So as far as speed goes, Karen takes it there. So Blue's a little bit slower, and as we know, speed is very important, but then you can always try to run Blue with another sync pair that actually improves speed, such as Roxanne, who's very good at that. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Mega Houndoom. So as you can see, Mega Houndoom gets a boost to defense, special attack, and speed. Now for Blue, he only gets an upgrade with Mega Pidgeot to his special attack and speed. And as we can see right there, Karen has 345 speed, whereas Blue's only jumps up to 322. So still slightly slower, but Blue takes the cake when it comes to raw special attack because his jumps up to 403, whereas Karen's only jumps up to 336. Now some key differences that I could definitely see here between these two 5-star base strike special sync pairs is that Karen, from my personal experience with using her, if let's say your strategy falls apart in trying to take down the main opposing sync pair, especially for some of those harder courses, such as like the very hard super course or like the EX stages, Karen can actually fall back and use something called Entertain Me, which can boost her special attack, because one of the issues that we've run into when it comes to taking on the very hard super courses or some of the harder stages is that if you get hit by the opposing team's sync pair, your stats will drop. So Karen can actually save herself from that with Entertain Me, because not only does it improve with how low her HP is, but then it brings back her special attack, and that's what she's all about. Blue has something similar with X special attack, but I feel like Karen, as far as being able to save herself from a dire pinch, is a little bit better when it comes to Blue. But then taking a look at Blue, he offers us X special attack, and then that crazy move called Smell Ya Later that improves his accuracy, crit rate, and evasiveness. So Blue has ways to be able to also play defensively, increasing his defense, and also increasing his critical hit rate, and as well as increasing his accuracy, so then that way he's able to land more critical hits and be able to successfully hit the opposing sync pairs. Now, something that Blue also has that excels over Karen is haste and acuity. Not being able to have his accuracy lowered as well as his speed is very, very important. So this is where I feel like Blue's actually better than Karen when he finally comes out, is because speed, like we said, is the most important stat in the game, because the higher your speed, the faster your move gauge moves, so then that way you'll have access to those more powerful abilities. So in a sense, Karen is better defensively, but then Blue is better overall offensively. And then some great sync pairs that you could use with Blue are those that improve critical hit rate or those that improve speed. So two great sync pairs that you could use is going to be Phoebe with her Dusclops, because she could use her ability to improve everybody's critical hit rate. And then afterwards we have Roxanne, who is a free-to-play unit, 3-star base. She has an ability that improves your speed and special attack, and she could also improve your defense, which is amazing. So those are going to be some great sync pairs that you could use if you decide to pull for Blue. So overall, Blue is going to be a very powerful strike special attack sync pair. I highly recommend, if you guys have some gems saved up for him, that you pull for him. He's going to be lasting you a very long while, unless of course they come out with some other sync pair that just trumps Blue. But for now, he's going to be like your go-to. Now, if you don't decide to pull for Blue, but you have access to Karen, Karen is a great substitute as well. Like I said earlier, Karen can be a little bit more defensive and can kind of save herself, whereas Blue doesn't really have that option. But still, Blue overall, for overall raw power, takes the cake over Karen. Definitely a worth sync pair to invest in. Alright guys, well hopefully you found this video useful and enjoyable and getting you hyped up for the upcoming sync pair that is going to be Pokemon Trainer Blue, going live soon on Pokemon Masters. Once again, this is 40 the Broadway Saiyan. Stay tuned for my next video on Pokemon Masters, and mahal everyone.